Joined by head coach Abby Pyzik Smith from Lynchburg College women's basketball. They were picked number 2 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, last season you didn't win an ODAC title. You did in 2016, but last year you had another milestone moment for you. You won the program's first NCAA tournament game. Talk a little bit about last year and how that experience getting to the tournament, getting that first win, the excitement from that, and how it's feeding into this season.
You know, you're absolutely right. What a special couple of years to build in the last 3 years, being in a championship game, winning it, and then being able to get back there and then really advance into the NCAA tournament and represent the ODAC in that way. And, you know, our culture has been really our focus in the last 2 years. And last year we focused on that, on, you know, making sure that we held the highest standards to get back to that championship and compete. And then being able to earn an at-large bid was really special to know that all the work we had put in the regular season, you know, had really paid off, you know, and that's what we focus on every night, is really representing and putting it all on the court. And that team did that and was very clear on that. And then be able to go that week with losing in the ODAC championship game, that was tough. You know, it was really tough. And I think it shows a lot of mental toughness for our team and our leadership at that time to really step up and take on Catholic, a very strong team as well, and be able to compete down the stretch and secure that first win. And so we felt very accomplished in that aspect, and then we're very eager as we moved on, but we're very unsettled that we couldn't get through that, you know, further. And I think, you know, that draws us to kind of do both, you know, and to win and continue to advance to really represent the ODAC. And so we're excited about our culture and our history, and I think, you know, that continues to build, and we have a lot of expectation and put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do that.
When you talk about progression of a program, you've been able to build up and coach up a lot of players to get all conference talent. You have some back this season, even though you lost some from last year. Talk about a little bit about what you see from this year's team, starting with your returning players.
You know, I think you're exactly right. Our program is kind of built on our player development, and to really, you know, while we have that experience and we've used that in the last 3 years, really building on our younger players to step up. And we've seen that a lot. We have a great front court coming back in our post, and we're excited about that as well. And our 3 seniors, and Caroline Nauman, Brittany Afolabi Brown, and Olivia, who's going to be running our point and using that experience from last year. And all 3 have taken on a lot of experience on the court and playing, and they're really stepping up this year and really focusing on their leadership to push and use that experience to help the rest of the team to continue with our expectations. Our junior class is really strong, bringing back Molly Shepard, who really started to break out at the end of last year. Alex Allen has been a great impact piece already and is really learning as she's kind of stretched into the 3 spot for us along those lines. And then our sophomore class and a little bit of our junior have really pushed to work into our guard spot where we lose our experience. And it's been exciting to see that, and every year we're anxious to see how that grows and builds, and every year we're very proud of how we see that build and how they push themselves to step into those roles. And so we're eager to see that as well.
Every program also needs to have an incoming class. Talk a little bit about what you've seen maybe from them in general, and if anybody separated themselves just yet, they might get some early minutes from you.
We love our freshman class. You know, it's been like perfect timing. We always think, you know, we work very, very hard, our staff, to put the pieces together, and this class has not let us down in any aspect. They're very intelligent, they know the game, and they wanted to come into a winning culture, and so they are very eager to jump on board and learn from our upperclassmen and to see what that is and how they continue to build that legacy and be an impact. And we bring in 4 freshmen that we've seen play right now that have really done a fantastic job, 1 sophomore into the sophomore class as well, and they've all contributed. I believe our guards will be able to help us a lot in giving us some depth in that area. And another great post player that is very, very strong. It's not easy to walk into a great post playing system, and she has just really embraced that. And we're very eager and excited to see all those pieces come together.
As we wrap things up here, we take a look at the league as a whole, and that's a place you've been at the top the last several years, making it to the ODAC title game, winning an ODAC championship, going to the NCAA tournament each of the past 2 years. Talk a little bit about what you see for this team this year, about where you think it fits in the ODAC, but also the ODAC in general, about what you see toward the end of the year.
You know, it's exciting. I think, you know, you talked a little bit about last year going into this year, and last year we were down with EMU, that last game of the season, 85-80, where EMU had a chance, if, you know, they had won, to be number 1. You know, we knew that. We've talked about that already in our preseason about where we need to be, and I think if you see in the poll, you know, it's a poll, and I think it's very competitive in the ODAC, and any night anyone can beat anyone, and we know that. But it's going to come down to detail. There's a lot of people think that, you know, one way or the other, it could swing either way, and I think detail is very important, and that's something that we really focus in our coaching philosophy, and we've really harped and hammered down on our team. And while they might want to knock me out sometimes, I think that is the piece down the stretch that will really separate us, is to be able to execute and to do those things. And so excited to see the competitive nature, and I think that's what we're eager to see right now, is to start competing. And so we're excited to hit the court.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today. Good luck this season.
Thank you.